Hey, thanks for checking out this video where I show you completely everything you need to know about the domiciliary account. First, I will explain what the domiciliary account is all about, and then I will expose you to the requirements and how long it will take you to create a Nigerian domiciliary account. And then with the requirements, we will dive into the third section where I will explain the two types of domiciliary accounts, their limitations, their advantages and disadvantages, just so you know the one that best suits your fancy. Now, and lastly, I will review how and where best you can use your domiciliary account to make more and more income. Hey, some people have also, asked me how can they withdraw their funds and how can they fund their domiciliary account. So I will also chip that in. I will cover a bit more about it in the end of this video. Right. My name is Matt from Wiki Freelancing, and I create helpful content so you can earn more and more income, especially from home. So if this is your thing, please smash the like button and smash the subscribe button to get more relevant videos from me. And if you have already subscribed, I'm super proud of you. Now, without wasting much of your time, a domiciliary account is a type of current or savings account that allows you to run foreign transactions. So with your domiciliary account, you can send or receive foreign currencies like dollars, euros, pounds to and from your account. Now, there are many things about this domiciliary account which I will explain in details. But let's talk about the requirements first of all. There are five requirements for creating a domiciliary account, no matter the bank you are using. The most important one is the $100 opening amount, and this $100 opening amount should be in dollar currency. So you need to go to your exchanger or go to their bookie to change your naira to dollar and get $100. Bank don't joke with this. I remember when I went to open my first domiciliary account, I literally thought that the bank would do the exchange for me while I pay in naira, but that wasn't the case. So I had to go to Amausa where I exchanged the $100 at the rate of like 57,000 naira. However, you should know that the economic situation greatly influences the exchange rate, and that is why it fluctuates that apology. But the most important thing is that your bank will still credit you this $100 upon creating your domiciliary account, and you can still withdraw it at any time, right? Great. Now, apart from the first requirement, which is this $100 opening amount, there are 4 documents you need. The first document is your 2 recent passports of any background, whether white or red. Now, the second document is your valid national ID card, voter's card, driver's license, or international passport. Any of this is just perfect. The third document is your NEPA bill dated not more than 3 months ago. Now, this means that the date on your NEPA bill should fall within the last 3 months. Now, you may need to pay more attention to this. If you are going with a NEPA bill that maybe you got from your friend or somebody else, as long as the NEPA bill doesn't have your own house residential address, you will need to use the same residential address on your NEPA bill when filling out the form for your domiciliary account at the bank. If not, forget it. They won't accept it. Unless maybe they are not paying attention to details. Yeah. And this is only for the column that requests for your residential address, not other addresses, please. Well, this applies to the banks that are strict to this NEPA bill of a thing, like Access Bank, First Bank, GTB, But some other banks may even, provide a NEPA bill while you give them 1 or 2. But whichever one, I know you have gotten the point. Now, the 4th document is your 2 reference letters. 2 reference letters from either domiciliary or current users. This means that you can fill the 2 reference letters from anybody who is using either domiciliary account or a current account. But in the next session, I will explain how you can get this faster in the and speeding up your process, the bank validation process. Mm. So, but there is an exception to this. Yeah, you don't need to get any reference letter if you are going for a savings domiciliary account. So the savings domiciliary account doesn't need any reference, and I will explain more about this, especially the disadvantages in the next second. But apart from all these documents that I've already mentioned, another requirement is your bank verification number, which is your BVN. And if you have changed your name or any data prior to the time, make sure you go to the bank with your affidavit just to justify that. Great. And again, almost all the banks will mandate you to fill out the cryptocurrency form during your registration. And by signing on the form, you undertake that you don't use your domiciliary accounts for anything relating to crypto. So no transaction relating to crypto is accepted. This is a sanction given by the federal government during the Domiciliary regime. Now, having known all the requirements, you may ask how many days will it take you to open a domiciliary account. And the answer differs from bank to bank, but it takes maximum of 1 week to create your account and validate your account after filling your form and be providing all the requirements that the bank wants. But let me be more open to you. Some factors can even condition your bank to take more than 2 weeks, in the process of validating your account. And there are two major factors that can influence this. The first is the bank of your referees. Yes. While many banks will tell you they accept any domiciliary or current account user from any bank for the references, I strongly recommend you go with, you get references or referees who use the same bank you are going for. So, for example, if you're opening a domiciliary account with Access Bank, your validation process will be super easy when you bring referees or when you get referees who use the same Access Bank instead of another bank. And this is because it takes more than 1 week to verify and also get responses from these other banks, ensuring that they are eligible to refer you. Now, before I review how best you can use your domiciliary account, there is one other factor that can delay your creation of domiciliary account, which is the type of domiciliary account you are going for. And this is the perfect time to tell you about the two types of domiciliary accounts, their disadvantages, advantages, and the limitations, just so you know the best one you can go for. Now, the two types of domiciliary accounts are the savings domiciliary account, and 2, the current domiciliary account. Now, these types of domiciliary accounts are just perfect. It only depends on what you want to use your domiciliary account for. But the major disadvantages of the savings domiciliary account is you can't load more than you can't load up to or more than $2,000 at once. This means that you can only receive payments or load funds that are lower than $2,000 at a go. Let me clarify more about this. This does not mean that your savings domiciliary accounts cannot take more than $2,000. No, that's not what I said. I said it has no limit of the amount it can take, but you cannot load up to $2,000 or more than $2,000 at once. Therefore, you can decide to load 1,500, unlimited times, as long as it is not up to $2,000 a go. But the current domiciliary accounts can take any amount of dollars or pounds or whatever currency you want to do at a time. So it has no limit of how much you will send once. So with the current domiciliary account, you have no limit of how much to receive, how much to load, and how much to send at a go. So that's it for the limit. Now, the major advantage of opening the savings domiciliary account, which is why most people are going for it, is you don't need any single reference for the domiciliary account. So if you're finding it difficult to get references for your current domiciliary account, you can open a savings domiciliary account without any reference, and then you can still upgrade it later when you have some references for it in the future. But if you can get the reference or the two references, you can go for the current domiciliary account since it doesn't have any limitation. That is the major difference between the savings domiciliary account and the foreign domiciliary account. Again, the savings domiciliary account takes lesser time to create since there is no validation of referees or reference letters, and most individuals and small businesses choose to start up with this type of domiciliary account, especially when they don't have any references. So the three striking points about the savings domiciliary account are: one, no reference letter is needed; two, it takes lesser time to create; and then three, it is recommended for small businesses or individuals, especially when you don't have any reference. Now, where and how can you use your domiciliary account? If you're watching this video, chances are you are a YouTuber or a freelancer, a blogger, or probably an entrepreneur. Therefore, if you're monetizing your content with Google AdSense, you will surely need a domiciliary account to receive your payment. I've made a detailed video about how you can link your domiciliary account to your AdSense, and withdraw your funds. So I will link I'll add the link in the description or somewhere here so that you can make best use of it. Apart from content creators, every freelancer should have a domiciliary account. And this is because most freelancers receive their funds via Pioneer, which is a dollar account. And when they withdraw to their local bank account, that is not a domiciliary account, the banks will treat them via the conversion rate. And this is the problem. But with the domiciliary account, you can withdraw your funds from Pioneer to your domiciliary account and then withdraw the dollar and exchange it via these black market guys who are looking to enjoy a more considerable exchange rate. Now, if you're also into dollar arbitrage, you need a DOM account to make the most out of your game, of course. And as an entrepreneur, you can fund your dollar account, your domiciliary dollar account, and use it to run any foreign currency, any foreign transactions of your choice. Now, how can you fund your domiciliary account? This is a major question every user asks, and the answer is super simple. You just need to pay attention. Now, the open secret is there is no way you can directly transfer your naira to your DOM account. This is because the banks don't want to lose. If you do it that way, you will cheat them. Now, the easiest way to fund your DOM account is by using your Pioneer. This is the process of linking your domiciliary account to your Pioneer and then withdrawing your dollars. I think I have made a video about how you can link your domiciliary account to your Pioneer, and I will also link it below or somewhere here so that you check it out and make the most out of it. Now, almost every freelancer is familiar about this Pioneer thing and how it works. But the problem is you cannot fund your Pioneer account directly with your card, because Pioneer only accepts payments and transfers from companies, reputable companies and marketplaces like Fiverr and Upwork. But you can receive or make payments with your Pioneer, via Pioneer to Pioneer transfer, and that is free, I think. So if you don't have a domiciliary account but you still want to withdraw your Pioneer funds, at a good exchange rate with the black market guys, feel free to contact I've used the freelancers experts, and I can say they are reliable and trusted. So I will link their contact below so that you can contact them and then make your transaction with them. And that's by the way. But before now, we easily fund our Pioneer account using this TransferWise and some other platforms that work. And this is how it works. You transfer your Naira to your TransferWise account using your Naira card, then transfer the dollar to your you transfer the dollar from your TransferWise to your Pioneer, and then withdraw it to your DOM account, and then cash it out as dollar. So this seems to be a long process, but it has made many millionaires. But unfortunately, most of these platforms like TransferWise, they have stopped accepting cards from Nigeria. And this is why we're exploring more platforms that will work out even better. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon below so that you get notified when I upload a better alternative to funding your DOM accounts, and also take advantage of it on time. So don't miss it. Now, Let's talk about how you can withdraw your dollar or any foreign currency from your domiciliary account. There are two major ways, to withdraw your dollars or any currency from your domiciliary account. And the first one is by withdrawing from the dollars ATM, dollar ATMs. And the second is by withdrawing directly from your bank. But going to dollar ATM, it seems to be easier, but you can't see any dollar ATM easily. Even in Lagos or Abuja, you can hardly find any dollar where you can withdraw your any ATM where you can withdraw your dollar. Now, apart from that, you can withdraw your dollar directly from your bank, and this is most preferred in the absence of dollar ATMs. Now, if you're looking to convert your dollar to naira, I recommend you don't do it with the bank because the conversion rate is unfortunate. You can't even bear it. So, to enjoy a considerable exchange rate, you can check all these Abuki or any reliable bureau de change so that you make the most out of it. Alright, I hope you have gotten a lot more ideas and knowledge about this. So please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel, to get more helpful videos weekly to make more income. And if you have any questions concerning this video, please drop your comments using the comment section below, and I will surely respond to them as soon as possible. And please feel free to visit wokifreelancing.com to check more helpful content to make more and more income just for you. And while you wait for the next video, please keep earning more income. Thank you.